tutorial, I'm going to show you a tool that I would say that feels like cheating when you know this tool. You feel like, oh my freaking life, what is happening? How I made this amazing ambient light, how I made this happen, and you're gonna be like, wow! And I recommend that everyone here uses it because that's an amazing. So that's just incredible. The name of this tool is Curves. Here. And then we go to here, Curves. It's not and only Photoshop. Magic Bang has that, Clip Studio has that. Other programs do have it. So what is the magic behind this amazing, incredible tool that I always use in my paintings? First of all, let me show you with curves and without. Right now, I used curves before, but not the final curves. Let me show you with more curves. This. Wow. Wow. This is with even more curves. And what curves does for you? Here in the process, I can show even better. Curves help you set the mood, set which are the dominant colors on your pic. It can be only one, it can be two. One color that's focused on the shadows, another color that's focused on the light, or you can do an even bigger combination. You can do a crazy zigzag combination of purple, green, and then blue, and then red, and all other colors. So I'm going to show right now how does it work. First of all, with the simple base, I'm going to use curves. Clicking here, the place that I showed before, then curves. This is the screen that is going to open for you, okay? There is going to be an RGB. What it means, you are in the channel that are all colors, all colors. So it means if you change it, everything's going to change together. But what if you just select one specific channel? That's where the magic begins. That's where everything starts being amazing. So there's red with cyan, there's green with purple, and there's blue with yellow. Remember, these are the combinations. Why I need to remember these combinations? Because if you're looking for, oh, I want more purple tones, go into green channel. Oh, I want more yellowish tones. This case, I'm going to blue channel. Oh, I want more cyan, the blue water thing. I'm going to red. So now you can see different types of channels and you can see different spikes here in the channels, okay? You can see all of those different spikes. What does this spike mean? When it spikes a lot, it means, hey, there's a strong color in the blue channel, blue-yellow channel. Hey, here in green, there's a strong green right here. And in red, hey, there's a strong red here. So you know which places you can add a dot, make something happen even stronger than the rest. Let me show you using as an example, the red channel. You can create points in this line right here. There's this line, and you can just make it wiggle, 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 wiggle. See what is happening with my scene when I wiggle, wiggle, wiggle? Everything reddish, everything cyan, reddish, cyan. And you can also select the corners. Like up here, you can go down, or down here, you can go up. Yep, I don't see how this is going to benefit me from what I'm searching for. When you choose the colors from the shadows, look at this, it already looks amazing. When you choose the colors from the light, everything turns out to be cinematic. Everything turns out to be like a movie. Look at the changes. We just changed a little bit the line, and this already is happening. And this is not the only change that you can do. Also here, where you make everything darker, but in this case for blues, or everything brighter, in this case for reddish. And now about creating dots here in the middle. You can create almost as many as you want. I always start by creating 3 main dots like this. And I start to wiggle them to see if I like them going up, down, or neutral. Up, down, or neutral. I do this in each one of these channels. Each one, okay? Not a single one I let it pass, because I try everything before I say I tried everything. Since I already know the main combination here is going to be blue and yellow. I'm already going for it. And then we are going to take care of other channels. Blue. Here. I start looking. Oh, this blue looks cool. Look at this blue. I like this blue. Keep it up. And up here. I don't like this blue. Up here I prefer more yellowish. You can go for blue. You can go like this specific area for blue and then just go down for yellow. How simple it is. Or the opposite too. You can create many dots. Not infinite, but many. Like, oh, do I want shadows to be more into yellow, more into blue? I prefer to do a co-op between yellow tones and bluish tones. They work well. And after selecting a base, you can just go into other channels and see what you get from it by trying different ones. And there's a difference between the green channel to the other two, that it does not happen on the other two, but on green channel it does happen. On green channel, you're able to change even strongly how dark and how bright something is. Much, much, much stronger. In the green channel, you can make things like really bright, like here. You can see it's really getting bright on gray levels. Or darker. Look at this, oh my. It really got darker. Careful where you put your main dots and how strong you make them. Wee. Now it's a little bit purplish. We are already going to blue, now red. I like red. I like red in the brightest tones. Oh, you in here. Yeah, I like red being here. This is a color combination that we just did right now. Ta-da! How it was before it, this. You can see how much it changes the whole composition. The whole composition. And there is even more. After you have this, you can just click here and go like, oh, I love the color that it created on this specific area, but I don't want on other areas. First, make your brush go back. And then you can just start painting. And you go like, oh, but it's doing nothing. Be sure you're using black color. Black. I said black color. And then start removing from other places. And if you're like, no, I want to edit again, just change to white. You can change to white clicking here, okay? Or just pressing X on your keyboard. In my case. And you can go, oh, here's going to be this color. Here's going to be this other one. Oh, here's going to be this one. And then this other place, this other one. Yeah, I enjoy this one. Yay. And everything's happy because they're getting the color in the way and the strength that they want. I use this on all of my drawings. I tend to use this only after I have used it. Basic shadow, color dodge, ring light, soft light, if I need it, overlay, what more? Color, yeah, only if I have used those basic modes and merged everything, then I'll start using curves. I like to use curves mainly close to the finish area, close to the finish line, or when I'm trying to figure out where the light's coming from. This specific artwork, I'm doing this a lot, like a lot. Let me show here the progress. I had a lot of problems trying to understand where colors would work, which colors would work. Here, all the colors were very soft and gentle. I already applied a little bit of curves, but I was like, I don't like it. And then I applied even more. No, I rendered because I was like, oh my freaking life, what do I do? And here, I saw that I needed 1, 2, 3. This one's not even on. 3 different curves to get the effect that I needed. But there's not only curves. There is screen mode right here. There's screen mode, there's color dodge mode. There is some sparkles. There are so many things happening here. And each curves that I use it, I was using for a specific part of the drawing, not for everywhere. Be sure that if you're not getting how you want when you're here, just changing the lines and everything. Ask yourself, would this be better if it was only on this specific area, or if it was a gradient only in this area and little by little getting weaker and then no more down here, or the opposite? Because this happens a lot to me, like, hey, I prefer here with these crazy colors and this other area without any of these crazy colors. It happens a lot. And to do the passages, while you're erasing, you just gotta be sure you're with a big and zero hardness brush, so you can get the effect you want. Here, a little bit of bluish, here, a little bit of warm tones close to here. And this last one, I made everything become bluish around it because it was too much yellow, too much green. I don't want it. And I changed to blue. I want blue and yellow composition. And there is a thing that I need to show. I really need to show. You probably have seen those artworks that you just zoom in into the character, like in a white part of the character, like here in the chest, and you see many greens and purples. I'm gonna explain once for all how does it happen, how does it work, okay? Using curves, again, you can make your program always do this, or you can just do this manually like I'm going to show right now. If you create like a huge amount of dots and you go zigzag, okay? Zigzag, keep on the zag, okay? Keep on doing the zig and the zag. Okay, we created this crazy aberration. If we go back to RGB, we're gonna see this happening. And you look at those colors. These colors are amazing. These colors, that's exactly how they create those crazy colors. And they can just come here, normal mode of the layer, and change it to color. And then lower opacity. Ta-da! That's how they make those crazy colors are appearing everywhere. That make you question, oh, why there is green here? They made this effect. Never believe that an artist did all of those crazy colors literally by head. Like, no, I have which color? No, we use effects. And you can use those effects. If you want to make something colorful, that's how they do it. And you can just go and erase specific parts, specific areas. This is amazing. I really love using this effect. You can lower fill. I'm totally going to leave this in this artwork. I love it. I love it. And remember, if it's too strong for you, just lower opacity. Well, that's pretty much about curves. And when you're finished, be sure to merge everything together. If your computer can handle it, no need to merge. But that's how what I can teach you, champs, about curves. Curves are extremely important. Curves help you get the effects that you want. Use curves and you're gonna have a happy life as an artist, coloring black and white drawings much faster than you ever thought you could. Big brain moment. We have big brain. You have big brain. See you next tutorial, champ.